Okay, let's talk about resuming features and their children using tables from Nitrocell in Excel. So what I want to do here is let's first take a look at resume. Let's see, resume children for the table feature option. So what it needs is a table as an input with an item name and feature name. So I'm going to go ahead and just create that. And we'll put in item name and then feet name. I'm just going to select this and hit Control T and create a table out of that. And we'll name this my table. Turn off the filter button so it's easier to see. So in this particular case, I'm going to put in manually just bracket.prt because that's what's currently in session. Actually, this is bracket 3. Let's open up bracket. And we'll put a generic. And let's say that we want to resume anything that has the name whole in it. So I'm going to go and manually suppress this right now. And that has a child called pin. So to pull this off, we're going to go in here and simply type in tbl my table. And just to make sure that we have things working correctly, let's put in a table regenerate, and we'll use that same table. So what this is going to do is it's going to resume the features in this model because that's the only model that is currently in the table, and it's the same one that's in session. And then we're going to regenerate that when it's completed. So I'm going to say do it, and you'll notice that the features did resume. And I just did a manual refresh there of the screen to show that the child of that did resume also. So let's push this a little bit further, actually a lot further. Let's say that we had bracket star.prt and whole was something that we wanted to resume. So in this particular case, what I'm going to do is we're actually going to open using the table model option here. And I'm going to use the same table to open models with. So I'm going to erase memory, just show you there's nothing in session right now. And we're going to use this wildcard in the item name, and then I want to suppress those features just to make sure that we have them suppressed before we resume them. So we'll do a feature suppress, just a normal feature suppress. And in this case, we're going to go every model that's in memory and whole, any feature named whole. And then we'll do a resume children and then regenerate. So let me go ahead and run this, and you'll notice that nothing appears in session because we're dealing with models in memory at this point. So if we open up our in session here, you'll notice that there are no suppressed features other than the flat pattern, which we would expect to be suppressed in this particular case. If we go to our other model, let's go to this one, check it out, same thing. These features are not even turned on. This model was saved in that state, so that's why they weren't shown. And then in this particular case, let's go down to here and look at this one. And again, it's the same situation. So this feature here, as you can see, is tied to that one. And according to the code, it was suppressed and then resumed using the table. So very powerful capability between this and just the standard table feature resume and resume children. And you connect this into Power Query or other operations, and it just becomes a really handy thing to use.